2021. We have finally made it to the new year. I have a really good feeling about 2021. I really do. Hopefully, 2020 is behind us. All the craziness is behind us. And I'm really hoping that we can, get on with our lives. But we have all made it to 2021. It's going to be an exciting year. I cannot wait. But before anything else, here is the moment that Jens have been waiting for patiently for weeks. It's time for our nursery reveal. Let's go check it out. There's our nursery. It is all Lion King. I know that's a big shock to a lot of you, but I am so excited for him to be here. I don't know what's going on yet as far as whether or not I am going to be induced. I do have another ultrasound and a doctor appointment scheduled for Tuesday, so hopefully we'll find out a little bit more. I do know I don't have a chemo day yet, just because it's going to depend on when Asher makes his arrival. I do know I have to wait 2 weeks after I give birth at least before I can start chemo. So depending on when he's here, if he does make it to his due date when they don't induce me, or they induce me maybe that week, then 2 weeks after that, which puts us at the end of February, I would start chemo. But a lot of that's in the air. A lot of stuff has happened since my last video too. So I no longer have a pick in me as of right now. I will be getting him back though before I start chemo. And the reason I don't have him now, okay, so originally whenever he first came in, I was told I can have him up to a year. No issues, no nothing. Well, my last doctor appointment, since we don't know when I'm starting chemo again, and not really using him other than to like flush him daily, my doctor didn't want to risk an infection just because it is technically like hanging out of me. So he decided we're going to go ahead and pull it for right now, and then I'll get him back whenever I do start the second round of chemo. So Picky is gone as of right now. And it feels pretty good to be able to move my arm and lift things and do everything else again. Like I said, we don't know if we're getting induced. I don't know what's going on with that. I do know I did have a little bit of, not like a scare, but I did end up calling my doctor's office last week. And of course it was after hours. I was talking to like the on-call like nurse, like answering service, you know, whomever it was. I'm not entirely sure like what his title was. You know, I just told him, you know, like I don't feel good, like my stomach was very upset. I was having very bad back pain, like lower back pain. And basically I was just calling to see if there was anything I could take. He was asking me all these questions, and I found out I was having pre-labor symptoms. Based on that, he told me I could basically go into labor anywhere from a couple hours to a couple weeks. Nothing different, like that wasn't entirely helpful, but I was unable to take something. I just kind of like had to deal with it, and a lot of it was just because the hormones are making my body and my muscles start to kind of relax more and get ready for birth. So that was the reason why my stomach was upset in like a lot of different ways, and I just basically had to deal with it. But I haven't had any issues since, so I'm thankful about that. But I did find out too, though, because I did call my mom after, and, you know, she said that she was having the same feelings before she went into labor with me. So maybe he's going to come early. Maybe he'll be here before his due date on his own. I don't know. I never know. I just kind of wing it because I don't get a say. Although we are officially at 36 weeks. We are officially in my 9th month. So if he comes a little bit earlier, I don't think it's going to be detrimental. But I'm really hoping he stays in me as long as he can, just to be on the safe side that everything is okay, he is fully developed, and we're good to go. You know, I don't want any issues with my child. I'm very nervous about going into labor as it is. So I'm hoping everything's good, but I'm also very excited because I've waited 9 months to finally meet him, and we are in crunch time now, and I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait. I'm gonna have my baby soon, and Andy's excited. We both just can't, we're so excited. Like, we're gonna be parents so soon, and it's so crazy. A lot of you were asking me what I have in my hospital bag. I didn't think about doing this before we packed it. It's actually a really, really big bag that we kind of struggled to zip close because we have a lot of stuff in it. But instead of doing what's in my hospital bag, I thought I would show you what's in my diaper bag. I figured, you know, it's better than nothing, and it is coming with us to the hospital too. So I apologize. I mean, I can tell you everything in the hospital bag, but like I can't show you because it's going to be such a pain to try to put back together. But my sister did get Jezzy a new outfit. So those of you who know Jezzy, she's been my little bunny cheerleader that my sister got me after I had my surgery. And she's been coming with me to chemo. Whenever I told her I was going to take her with me whenever I go into labor too, because it's like, hey, you know, she could be my little cheerleader. She changed her outfit. So, this is her new outfit. Tell me that's not adorable. Because, oh my god, her little bunny slippers are so cute. So she's in the hospital bag, as well as a teddy bear for Asher. We have our clothes. I think we packed about like 4 different outfits each, just because we don't know how long our hospital stay will be. You know, if I end up having a natural delivery, then obviously, you know, we won't have to be there as long, but should they have to do a C-section, you know, we're going to be there a little bit longer. But we have those. I have clothes for Asher. I have some snacks for Andy. The only thing that's not in my hospital bag, basically, is like our phone chargers, because obviously we're still using them. So those will get packed either whenever I go into labor, or should I be induced, you know, the morning or evening, you know, whenever it'll be, whenever we have to go. But here's my diaper bag. I know it's going to come as a complete shock to all of you, but it's also Lion King. It is a Petunia Pickle Bottom is the brand. And then I just have this cute little Simba that I clipped on. So this is a pacifier holder. I currently do not have a pacifier in here. I am working now on doing all the baby stuff, getting that clean, getting it washed. But that will be in there. And then over here, it's just almost like a little wristlet type thing. But the only thing in it right now is just hand sanitizer. I'm not sure if I will put anything else in here. Maybe I'll use it as a wristlet and like put my IDs or something. I don't know. But this bottom here is like a cooler. So I do have just a bottle of water for me so far. I will be putting some formula and breast milk in it whenever I do pump. Nothing in that front pocket. I couldn't remember. It's been a while since I've actually put anything in here. But in this big bag here, I do have a bib and an extra outfit for Asher. I just got this cute little Mickey rattle in here for him. I thought there was a print on here, I guess not. Just a leopard print, very soft blanket, just in case. I also have this little nifty thing. Yins are gonna judge me, I don't care. This is actually to apply diaper rash and butt cream after you change his diapers. I am not touching that. I will literally use what is called a butt spatula. Don't judge. Yes, very helpful. I also have Aquaphor baby cream, so it's basically to help with like diaper rash and stuff. I have my handy dandy, if it comes out of here. This is just a wipe case. I don't have wipes in there because I have them. I have a case of wipes. I also have about 4 or 5 newborn diapers just in case. And what wouldn't come out is my changing table, or my changing pad, that actually matches everything. So I don't know if you can really tell the print on the inside, but it is all Lion King too. So this is what is currently in my diaper bag. Like I said, I am working on washing all the bottles, the pacifiers, you know, just like different things like that. But that will also end up in here. It's actually going to go in the bottom part where the cooler is. Andy's diaper bag is basically the same. We both opted for backpacks just to make things easier. Excuse me. And I did end up getting him his diaper bag for Christmas. It is a tactical baby bag. Tactical baby gear is what it is. And it's basically more so for dads, which you saw in my nursery reveal. And it's really nice because it's like that mole material that he really likes. So whenever Asher no longer needs a diaper bag, he can always take that hunting with him. You can always use it as a regular backpack. I mean, it's a pretty nice thing. So there's our nursery. There's my diaper bag. And as promised, there is our hospital bag that is really big and a pain to get in. I'm not unzipping it. Like I said, it was a struggle to get it zipped. But we do have it ready to go for the most part. So, not in our nursery, we got this really cute bouncer that I'm super excited for. I think it is adorable, and it's something that he will be able to go in whenever he is already here. We don't have to wait for anything. It's actually recommended for like 0 to 6 months, I believe. But what's really cool is down here, they have like this little remote. So you can turn it on, and then the top of it has lights. Oops. We have some music that will play. And I don't think you can actually tell from the video, but it does vibrate. that way you can hear it a little bit. And then you can kind of turn all that stuff on and off, which I think is a really cool thing. So whenever I'm working, or, you know, like if he just wants to be put down, or like I really want to get him like interacting and have his mind stimulated, because we do have these cute little things that hang, I could just put him in here and he's set. On top of that, we have a product. It's not sponsored. None of this is sponsored. But I really do want to share it with you, because I truly believe this is going to be a literal lifesaver and a way to help ease my anxiety, Andy's anxiety, and really anybody who's a parent. I really recommend this already. We have the Owlet sock, and I'm very excited for this. We don't have the camera. I didn't want a camera just because all the paranormal stuff and like everything like appearing on camera is like, no, like that's not for me. I don't want cameras. I'm okay with sound. I don't want the camera. So basically what this sock does, this is it right here. I have it charging. This is the newborn size. The one that we have comes with 4 socks total. So we have 2 newborn, 1 for the right foot, 1 for the left foot, and then 2 for when he's a little bit older. I don't remember the size of them, but also for the right and left foot. And then it also comes with this like charging station. So what's nice about it, it will alert you if there is something wrong with your child. And it isn't necessarily like a red alert. So the way it is we have this app, and with the app it'll kind of like tell you and like keep track of different things. So it'll keep track of how your baby is sleeping, it will keep track of their heart rate, and it also keeps track of their oxygen levels. So if anything were to drop, or if their heart rate were to increase, you are alerted. I did have my base station flash yellow, and my app actually got a notification to my phone where it said the sock is not placed correctly on your child. You know, basically adjust it because they can't pick up any readings. I thought that was a really cool thing, but it also had me a little bit confused, because whenever you do get the app and you download the app, it asks you if your child has been born, and if he has not, it asks for your due date. So the Owlet app knows my baby is not here yet, but the fact that I did get a notification for it, I actually thought was actually, like, it was pretty cool. I will admit that. And then I haven't had it read, obviously, because, you know, the sock's not on anybody. It's not picking up any readings. But my sister-in-law does have the same Owlet sock. And I guess my niece had a little bit of a scare not too long ago. And whenever it goes red and it's like red alert, it's like really loud, really obnoxious, like really gets your attention because there's something wrong with your child. Thankfully she was okay. But just the fact that it tracks all the stuff and it actually like legitimately alerts you, I'm already pleased with, because I know SIDS exists. I know it's a real thing. And as a parent, even though Asher isn't here just yet, something like that happening to him is probably my biggest fear as a parent. So if you are a parent or you're a future parent, I highly, highly recommend the Owlet sock. And it does come in like this cute little box. I don't know if you can really tell from the camera, just because it like blends in with everything, but there's a little owl on the front. And then, like I said, we have the base station, and I have that sock charging. But then on the inside, if I can get this open, so it will tell you, you know, let's get started, tells you what app to download, and then here is the other little newborn sock. And then as you can see, these ones are a little bit bigger. So we do have There's 3 socks in there. I have the 4th one charging. Like I said, 2 newborn and 2 bigger sizes. I think it starts whenever they're about 6 months. I want to say the socks are 0 to 6, and then like 6 to 12, 6 to 18, something like that. But definitely recommend. So on top of our nursery being ready, we also have our bedroom ready, which as you can see, I have this little bassinet on my side of the bed. It's been so cool to look over and just see it already because, you know, it's like so real that it's almost here. And he's almost here. And I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. But I want to give you ladies some advice, especially those of you who are recently pregnant or are already thinking about becoming pregnant. There's like a really bad glare like coming from my window. I can like see it on my face. Hopefully that helps. So, some insurances, depending on what kind of insurance you have or anything like that, they offer free supplies depending on your plan. So in my case, I was eligible for a free breast pump. Here's my advice to you. If you plan on breastfeeding or you know you're going to want to pump your milk, I would contact your insurance very early in your pregnancy and, you know, like see what it is that you need to do in order to get a pump. I ordered mine about 2 weeks ago. I'm still waiting for it to ship. It has not shipped yet, so depending on what's going on, and if Asher does decide to make an early appearance, I may have to go buy like just a cheap pump to get me by until this next one, the one I ordered from my insurance, comes in. The only bad thing on my end, not necessarily for you because you'll have like a lot more time, but because I only get 2 weeks in between my delivery with Asher to starting chemo, I only have that very tiny window where I am able to pump milk. So the breast pump that I ordered from my insurance might be here within that window. It might show up after I start chemo, in which case I can no longer pump milk because I can't breastfeed going through the next phase of chemo. We'll see what happens. But like I said, if you already know you're going to want to breastfeed and you already know that you are going to want to pump milk, get a hold of your insurance very early, like maybe 3 to 4 months into your pregnancy, to give it plenty of time to get here and not wait about a month and a half before your due date because it might not show up. That's my advice to you. On top of that, I think I am going to answer some of your pregnancy questions that I have been getting as far as all the last minute things. So some of your questions: has Asher started to drop? Yes, he has. Very much so. To the point where he is now heavy, and I am just so ready for him to be born and make his arrival. Very excited. But as you can see, he has definitely dropped. I used to be able to feel him here. Now whenever he's moving, he is about right here. Like this is about where I feel the top of his feet now. So definitely dropping. Let's see, what else did you guys have for me? Do I recommend the outlet sock? I do, which I did talk about a couple minutes ago actually. I do highly recommend the outlet sock. And Andy is very excited to answer another one of your questions. He can't wait. One of the questions that you did have for me was, how am I getting pain and panic ready for Asher's arrival? So on top of them not being in the crib, which they have been very, very good at, and not going in the bassinet, which they've also been very good at, I have been going on YouTube and just finding different like baby sounds. So like I've been playing videos of like babies crying. I've been playing videos of babies laughing. You know, I'm just trying to get them comfortable and used to the sounds that they're going to be hearing. That way they're not going to be like super stressed out. And I think at first it kind of like freaked them out a little bit because they didn't know what it was. They just knew it was coming from the TV, like it wasn't actually like in our house. But the more I've played it, the more comfortable they've been with it. I've been doing that about once a day for the last week, and the sounds don't even really faze them anymore. So I'm very hopeful that whenever we do bring Asher home and he does start making those sounds, that they're already gonna, you know, like hopefully not really like acknowledge it, kind of like how I'm sitting here talking and Payne's next to me sleeping. So we've been doing a lot of that. I also did read too, which obviously I can't do until he's here, but whenever you come home from the hospital, the blanket that you had with him, kind of like keep like where the cats are so that they're used to his scent. So I will be doing that. And I also have in our nursery where my pillows on the floor were and like those blankets and stuff, I did make a little bed for Payne. He loves sleeping on blankets, and I think that's what kind of helped keep him out of the crib. But he knows, okay, this is my spot in here, you know, like I have my own place. So I think that's really helping with his stress too. I don't know how Panic's going to react. I'm a little bit more worried about Payne, just considering a couple years ago we had to take him to the emergency vet for a blockage, and a lot of that was because of his stress level. So I'm hoping that he's not going to be super stressed whenever we do bring him home. You know, we're not going to change their routines. We're still going to love them like we do. And I guess we'll just kind of see what happens. But I can tell you 100% certain, just because we are bringing a baby into my house does not mean we are getting rid of our animals. I personally don't understand how people can do that. You know, like you've had your pets, you knew you were bringing a baby home, your pets are family. You know, I don't understand why people are always like so quick to rehome their animals. I am not one of them. Payne and Panic are my children. They were here first. They are staying. You know, we are going to do whatever we can to make sure everybody is comfortable in the same house, including my babies. And so those were basically like the majority of your questions. Like I didn't really have like a whole lot of repeats, but you know, I was just like, okay, you know, I keep getting like asked like the same things. I'll just go ahead and just like do just one time, like, yes, this is the answer to your questions. And I'm so excited. And who knows, this could very well be the last video that gets posted before Andy and I are officially parents. You never know. Whenever he comes, he's going to come. I don't get a say in this. And, oh, that is something else too. I apologize. I completely forgot until just now. Yins were asking me what my birth plan was. I had a birth plan. My doctors did not like my birth plan. Therefore, I no longer have a birth plan. Originally, whenever we were talking, you know, like this was like a couple weeks ago in the doctor's office, and you know, like I told him, I was like, okay, I understand we might have to be induced. I understand, you know, like I don't want to be off chemo too long, just because, you know, I don't know if it's going to really like make a difference with my body since I'm kind of like taking this little break in between. But I tried. I was like, well, why don't we get induced? But instead of doing like labor, why don't you just cut me open, like just do a C-section, you know, be done with it, just a little snippety snip, and that's it. I can bypass the labor pains. I can basically avoid labor itself, you know, just numb me up, cut me, get him out, sew me back up, and we're good. You know, just boom, like that's it. No, they shot that down so fast. I thought it was a good idea. You know, I'm like, we can make both of our lives easier. They weren't having it. They told me the recovery is a whole lot easier to do it naturally, which I understand. I do. And I also understand that I'm limited with the C-section. But at the same time, it's like, are you sure? Like, you know, what's it going to take to bribe you to do this? So, my birth plan was shot down. Although, I have already decided that I'm more than likely going to get an epidural. Just because I'm a wuss whenever it comes to anything unknown with medical related anything. So, I'm going to get the epidural. That's about the extent of my birth plan. I like the whole idea of a C-section. Thought it was a good one. I tried so hard. They weren't having it. So I gotta do what they tell me to do. But yes, like I was saying, this could very well be the last video though, before we become parents. And if he comes, then, you know, he comes. I am 36 weeks, so, sorry guys, like my throat is so dry today. So it's not exactly like it'll be detrimental to his health or my health. And hopefully, you know, he will be here in the next couple weeks. We have 4 left. There's just 4 to go. I'm so excited for it. Like, oh, I can't wait, guys. I know I've said that like so many times this video, but just the excitement of being, becoming a parent is, oh, yes. So, I will end this video here because, like I said, it was more so like the nursery reveal for you. And there will be a lot more videos coming this year. Let me know in the comments. I did ask on Instagram, but let me know in the comments any kind of videos that you would like to see this year. I do have some that are already planned out. I have different ideas already, but I do like hearing from you. So let me know what you would like to see for 2021. Until then, I guess I will end this here. So, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. And as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And I hope 2021 is extra good to you this year.